Hey everyone, it's BoogieBot Comics here with another review for you. Today I'm actually looking at SEICHO 66. Um, this is actually an honest question for anybody who kept an eye on this book, or anybody who hasn't seen this. Um, it was kind of a short campaign. I can't remember how many people had backed it, but it didn't seem like there was a lot of people that were backing this book, and it's from Retro Graphic Books. This one's issue 1 for SEICHO. I believe I'm saying that right, SEICHO or Psycho 66. But the artwork is from Matthew Weldon, and I believe the story is from James Fowler. But this was honestly an amazing book, just for the art alone, and for the story. The story was not generic. It wasn't a generic story, but it felt very similar to maybe like Green Lantern mixed with a little bit of Pacific Rim. And if that interests you, I think you should really try to hunt down this book, because I got it off of Indiegogo, but the issue is that I believe the campaign's already over. Like there's no in-demand store for this book, and I think that's a shame. Like I honestly do think that's kind of a shame, because this book, I think it deserves a lot more eyes on it just for the artwork alone. I mean, just look at the back of this book, and I believe this is maybe it's promoting issue 2 in 2021. But man, just the line art on here in general, and the colors complement it extremely well. Coming to Indiegogo soon. It gives me a lot of like an Ultraman, I guess Ultraman mixed with Green Lantern and Pacific Rim, just for the giant like kaiju sort of like monsters, and just I guess Ultraman just for the giant, like, fighting all the monsters, like all the monsters and everything. But yeah, this book was really good. Like, again, like the artwork is just fantastic, and just, my god, the panel layout. Yeah, just get a little look on that. I'm not going to show too much of this book, just for the sake of the artist. Obviously, I don't know if they'd copyright this or not, but man, just look at how beautiful that looks. Yeah, and I believe Matthew Weldon, he's been around for a while. I only found out about him literally just from seeing this on Indiegogo. Sometimes I'll just kind of browse through Indiegogo at times, and just I'll just kind of browse through, and if I see anything that's available for purchase, or available for the in-demand store, or just if it looks interesting to me. A friend of mine actually said that he doesn't really collect comic books too much, but when he goes to a comic book shop, or when he goes to like half price books or something, a lot of the times he'll just pick up whatever looks cool to him. If it looks cool, he says a lot of the times he'll just buy it, because a lot of the times it's either cheap or just it looked cool. And this being the case with SEICHO 66, I backed it. I can't remember when exactly I had backed it, but yeah, it got delivered in one piece. It was delivered in the Gemini mailer. It was in the bag and board. You can see some of the crinkling in here, just because I like to read my books. I'm not really too much of a pristine sort of like comic book sort of collector, but yeah, because like I took this to work with me to actually read it, and I read it in one sitting, and I believe it's just 24 pages, or it could be 36. I'm not too sure, but yeah, again, the story, it kind of revolves around a girl in Tokyo, essentially getting the powers to like transform into this guy, I believe. I will say that was the only funny thing of it, was just that it seems like there was a whole sort of Green Lantern core, or I guess a whole Ultraman core of like space fighters that fight these like kaiju crocodile monsters. But I guess when the main girl of the book actually receives the power, and again, like, she's drawn very beautifully, the characters are, again, the panel layouts are great, and I believe her name was SEICHO. I think that's why it's named SEICHO 66. I can't remember off the top of my head if 66 had like a strict this is something to do in the story, but yeah, you see that's where she's getting the power from. I don't want to give out too much of the story in case they do another run of this book, and I hope they do. If they do another run of this book, maybe when issue 2 comes out, they'll probably do another cover, and I wouldn't mind to see what they do for like another cover. But yeah, this book was great, and this is exactly what you tune in for indie comics for. And I'm not sure again if Matthew Weldon's actually I mean, this work is 100% professional, and I don't mean this in a way to kind of like knock on him or anything, but if he isn't professionally working out there, then he should be making a lot more money than what this I believe him and James Fowler, they should be making a lot more than what the Indiegogo did for this book, actually. I think these guys, I think you guys should really keep an eye on RGB retro graphic books, honestly, because they actually do have a lot of good stuff in the pipeline. There's one book specifically that I'm actually very much looking forward to, and it's an ad in the back of their book for the prospectors. Yeah, and that just looks fantastic too. You can get a little bit of a closer shot of some of the artwork on there. Yeah, I think they have a mailing list already, so make sure you follow that. But yeah, that's gonna be fantastic. And then I believe they worked with other people. I know Eric Weathers, I believe he might have done the letters for it, so that's why you have Battlebrick Road on there. I'm gonna end up backing it today. I think it actually ends today, so I have to kind of jump on that. A lot of the times when it comes to Indiegogos, I tend to back them pretty late in the game, just because like I know a lot of people when they're backing these Indiegogos, most people will either back it day one, or they'll back it whenever it gets to like their goal. Or in my case, a lot of the times I tend to back it towards the end of the campaign to kind of like give it that extra push at the end of its time. But yeah, this book was fantastic. If you can hunt it down, or nag a friend to give it over to you, like buy it off of him if he had it or not. But yeah, this book was fantastic, and make sure you follow. I could be completely wrong too. Of James Fowler, but I'm almost positive that's his name on Twitter. And then Matthew Weldon art, follow him on there as well. Yeah, I believe he's doing another book too called Punchline. Not the DC Punchline, but a different Punchline. I guess like I guess some people had a issue with that whenever he was announcing it and everything. But anyways, yeah. Make sure you look up SEICHO 66. Keep an eye on issue 2, because they might end up doing a bundle next year with issue 1. But yeah, and again, the artwork is just fantastic. But yeah, that's my review of SEICHO 66. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you go to the link in the description for the mailing list for Robert. It's for my Indiegogo that's coming out. I want to try to get it. I want to try to get the mailing list at least up to 200 people to sign up. So let's share the video. Let's get it out to people. But yeah, this was again, fantastic book. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.